Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, a brand new review. So originally I actually wasn't going to make a video on this pair of shoes, but after I unboxed it in yesterday's video, I thought, you know what, this is a perfect time to review a pair of shoes like this. It just fits with the season so well, and I actually happen to really like this colorway. So that's the pair we're going to take a look at today, and you already know what it is. It's the Air Force One in this dark mocha colorway. So here we go. Here is the box. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, you already saw me unbox these, so you already know. But if anybody who doesn't, you get a kind of dark, almost black box. It's kind of like a charcoal color. You've got a silver Nike logo on the top. Nothing too special. I mean, it's a little bit different from a regular Air Force One box in terms of color, but I mean, that's about it. Here's a little look at the sizing tag over there. Just, you know, Air Force One SP. Nothing too crazy either. Let's break them open. You are greeted by a nicer, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you are greeted by a little bit of a thicker feeling paper on the inside. And here is today's pair of sneakers, the Mocha Air Force One. So here they are. You know, if you are looking for a kind of full winter ready colorway of an Air Force One, you cannot go wrong with this. It's a really nice looking colorway. So the deal with these is actually they are a re-release. It's a little bit strange how it goes with this one. There was a Co.Jp branded version of this colorway. I mean, it's literally identical to this one, and that released back in 2001. So of course, when I went to pick these up, I assumed it would have some Co.Jp branding on it, like a lot of the Nike Jordan shoes that we have seen. However, it's got no Co.Jp branding either on the shoes or on the box. So I kind of wish they had some of that branding, maybe on even the insole or something, but you're not getting any of that. It just sticks with a regular Nike logo. Released a couple days ago here in the UK. However, they did release just today in the US. So if you guys are out in the US, I'm sure you can expect to find these at quite a few retailers. I know here they're still sitting around at a few different places. Nike did sell out of these. I mean, I expect this time of year is kind of the perfect time to drop this colorway. It just fits with the season so well. Here in the UK, these go for £115, or out in the US, you're going to be paying $130. That price tag being a little bit over a regular Air Force One, I assume you do want to have some kind of, you know, slightly more premium feeling materials. And I do think this kind of checks out. I think it's pretty solid. So the upper is made up out of this suede material, which feels pretty good. And yes, it is suede. It's not nubuck. I did check on Nike sneakers, but yeah, it's relatively soft. I mean, it has a good amount of structure, which of course is something you would want for, you know, a full winter sneaker. You don't want it to be too soft. You know, you want it to endure the elements. Very short, so it's not something that you can brush and then it changes color. It's just a very short suede material. Now, it does still have all of the same panels that you would expect from an Air Force One. Still got the perforation holes in the toe box, still got that really nice Nike swoosh. However, there's nothing else other than this brown suede material. The laces come in, again, that same brown color, just a slight contrast from the rest of the shoe, I think they look relatively good. You know what I think would look really good is if they added a spare pair of laces to match the sock liner or this darker brown color that they have on the shoe. I think that would go pretty well, but either way, it's not a big deal. You've got your regular Nike Air branding, of course, at the top of the tongue, round towards the back, and of course, that little Air logo down on the midsole. One of my favorite parts about this shoe is the really nice, soft feeling sock liner. It's a really nice material, of course, very nicely padded. I'm glad they added that and not some other maybe leather or that mesh material that we normally find. You know what, they also added some of that extra material underneath the tongue. You are going to notice the extra padding when you're wearing this shoe. I think that is just a little touch over a regular Air Force One and just makes a bigger difference. You know, this is actually designed after a work boot, so I guess you can definitely see the inspiration behind that. But of course, with that, it does mean that rigidity is going to be a thing, and it does keep a nice, strong, durable structure. So I do really like that about this shoe. You could definitely see the work boot vibes that is coming off of this as intended by the design. The midsole is a bit of a strange one. So it comes in two different tones. Of course, you have the dark mocha color for the outsole, the semi-translucent yellowed out kind of color. It's almost like you can see the cushioning system underneath. At the end of the day, this is in Air Force One. However, I do think that this colorway specifically kind of stands out from the rest. So if you are a big fan of Air Force Ones, I think this is a solid colorway and just a solid sneaker for the fall season. And of course, as for sizing, this fits me true to size. I do think it's one of the more comfortable Air Force Ones. However, you know, it is an Air Force One, so you're still gonna get that very solid midsole. Of course, it's very rigid, something you're gonna have to break in. I can definitely see this creasing, you know, the usual things that you would find on an Air Force One. But hey, that pretty much wraps it up for the video. I really like this pair of Air Force Ones. Of course, I'm always interested to know what you guys think of this Air Force One Mocha colorway. Let me know down in the comment section. But like always, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, of course, subscribing. Hey, listen, I will see you guys in the next one, each and every one of you. But until then,